Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you're a media buyer, a digital marketer, or just out there trying to scale a business online right now, you already know the deal. Moving money, yeah, it's easily one of the biggest, most frustrating bottlenecks you're going to face. Today, we're putting a financial service called CardUpNow under the microscope. They claim to have solved this exact headache. So let's just get right into it, lift the hood, and see how this platform actually works, what it's going to cost you, and if it really delivers on the hype.
So, imagine this. You're scaling a massive winning campaign on Facebook or Google. Things are printing. And then, boom, card declined. Absolutely gut-wrenching, right? Let's be real. If you've spent even 5 minutes in the digital marketing world, you know the absolute sting of that notification. Your local bank just panicked and blocked the transaction. For high-volume media buyers, it's this constant daily anxiety hanging over your head.
Section 1. The ad payment nightmare, when traditional banks say no.
The core issue we're dealing with here is pretty straightforward. Traditional banking is just way too slow and honestly, way too rigid for the fast-paced nature of media buying and crypto-to-fiat payments. Traditional finance infrastructure simply wasn't built for the insane speed and scale of modern digital ad platforms. It's kind of like trying to run a Ferrari on dial-up internet.
And this mismatch creates a brutally fast domino effect. It starts innocent enough, right? A simple card declined alert, or your local bank blocks a transaction because their outdated algorithm got spooked. But then it escalates. Your card gets flagged as suspicious, and then, actually, the absolute worst-case scenario happens. Your Facebook and Google ad accounts are completely nuked. Why? Because your BINs, your bank identification numbers, got burned. If the ad network doesn't trust the first 6 digits of your card, your campaign is basically dead on arrival.
Okay, moving to Section 2. Introducing CardUpNow, the specialized bridge.
Enter CardUpNow. Basically, this is a prepaid virtual card provider that acts as a bridge between digital crypto assets and the broader global economy. But here's the kicker. They specialize specifically in high-trust payments for ad platforms. You should definitely go visit CardUpNow.com to see how their whole ecosystem is set up, because they've intentionally engineered this platform to bypass those exact payment hurdles we just talked about.
Section 3. Features and platform security, or how we're keeping the BINs healthy.
So how do they actually keep your accounts alive and kicking? It all comes down to their core platform mechanics. First up, instant issuance. You fund your wallet, you generate a card instantly. There's no waiting around for a piece of plastic in the mail. Second, and honestly this is absolutely crucial, they use high-trust BINs that are specifically ad-ready for platforms like Facebook and TikTok. You fund the whole thing via crypto, so USDT or Bitcoin, making it incredibly fast. Plus, you get real-time tracking, a one-click freeze button if you ever need to kill a card on the spot, and the whole shebang is wrapped in 256-bit SSL encryption. Your data is literally locked up tighter than a bank vault.
Now, let's talk about the balance between privacy and security, because this is huge. This is a no KYC platform for the initial tiers, meaning you don't have to upload your passport or hand over a social security number just to spin up a card. For media buyers, that's a massive win. Your personal financial identity isn't just sitting on some server waiting to be hacked. But hey, no verification does not mean no security. They balance that upfront privacy with intense on-chain monitoring and fraud resilience to stop money laundering in its tracks. And that right there is exactly how they keep those high-trust BINs from getting burned by bad actors.
Which brings us to Section 4. Breaking down the fees, the brutally honest math.
Let's walk right through a real-world example so the math is perfectly clear. CardUpNow operates on a strict pay-to-play model. Say you make a total initial deposit of $100. The system is automatically going to deduct a $50 activation fee and then a $5 card issuance fee. So at the end of all that, you're looking at a usable card balance of exactly $45. Yeah, you probably noticed that $50 number. It's a steep, completely non-refundable activation fee. Now, you might be wondering, why so high? Well, it's highly intentional. That fee basically acts as a bouncer. It weeds out low-quality users or people just trying to score a burner card for some $2 free trial. By raising that barrier to entry, CardUpNow protects the overall quality of its card pool. It ensures those BINs stay highly trusted for the serious, high-volume marketers who actually rely on them to run their businesses. And we really need to read the fine print here. Beyond that activation, you're looking at a 5% fee on wallet top-ups and another 5% fee on withdrawals. Oh, and they will absolutely penalize you for mistakes. If your card declines just because you forgot to check your balance, boom, that's a 40-cent penalty per attempt. So what does this tell us? It clearly illustrates that this platform is built for high-volume, profitable ad spending, where a 5% fee is just a rounding error against your campaign ROI. It's definitely not for storing your life savings or buying your morning coffee. But if the math works out for your business model, the setup process is incredibly lean. Step 1, a quick sign-up, just email and password. Step 2, load your wallet with a minimum of $100 via crypto. Step 3, that account activation fee is auto-deducted. And Step 4, you instantly issue your Visa or MasterCard. You can head over to CardUpNow.com right now and literally complete all 4 steps in a matter of minutes.
All right, Section 5. Comparing the alternatives and seeing how the market stacks up.
Let's look at the broader landscape. Take Wise, for example. It's totally the gold standard for global freelancers, right? But it has incredibly strict KYC and a notoriously low tolerance for digital ad spend. They will shut you down fast if their algorithm doesn't like your campaign. Then you've got RedUpPay. Great for everyday crypto use, but again, full KYC is required, and it only has MediaMatic acceptance. And then there's CardUpNow. No initial KYC, completely crypto-funded, and a distinctly high ad acceptance rate. It's pretty clear. It is purpose-built for media buyers who need private, high-intent business spending.
Section 6. Is CardUpNow for you? The final verdict.
All right, here is the brutally honest truth. The pros are massive, but really for a very specific type of user. You get total privacy, top-tier ad account stability, and it's incredibly crypto-friendly. On the flip side, the cons are very real. You've got that $50 entry barrier, a pretty steep 5% fee stack on your top-ups, and annoying penalties for basic mistakes like declined transactions.
Which brings us to our final verdict. I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. You're getting exceptionally high performance, but it comes with a high entry cost. Look, if you're just a casual online shopper, definitely look elsewhere. But if you're a serious digital marketer or running an agency, that $50 fee pays for itself in the literal first hour your ad account stays active instead of getting banned. It really does solve payment friction beautifully. Be sure to visit CardUpNow.com to check it out for yourself.
I'm going to leave you with this final thought to ponder. Take a hard look at your own margins and your own day-to-day operational headaches. Is the price of absolute ad stability, unbanned accounts, and complete financial privacy worth a 5% fee stack for your next massive campaign? Think about it. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer and keep scaling.